Hi everyone, this is Lori from the Crafting Auntie coming back to you to continue on in this steampunk style lap book. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Welcome to those that have been with me. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're enjoying this project as much as I am. So I've done some stuff off camera to kind of help this along so it doesn't drag on too long. So let me just show you what we've done so far. So on camera, we did add all of this, and we added all of this. Now, I've gone back and done some splatter stamping with this, and I have used ground espresso. We still have some stamping to do, but we will get to that. And then I've covered all the inside. So I've added all of these. Aren't they gorgeous? Just love them. And then I've put this on the back. Now I've done stitching on both sides. So I'm okay with extra stitching showing on the front. Just makes it a lot more shabby. Not shabby, but grungy. Grungy is my word. And the only part I have not stitched again is here. So I will do that off camera again. And then this is the back. So this is what we have so far. So today I want to work on using these little specimen. They're like, I think they're coin holders is what they are. And my sister sent them to me. I'm not sure where she got them. She might have gotten them from Amazon. I would just maybe look for plastic coin holders. So my thought is I want to create something that's going to go inside here. And I think it's going to probably go about like that. I want it to peek out. So what I think I'm going to do is cut a piece. I'm going to leave the this part on because I want to use this as a fold over. So I'm going to just find my scissors here. I'm just going to cut this piece off right here. But I'm going to hang on to those fold lines because I want to use those. And then I'll just attach it like here. And we've got a thick enough spine here that it should be okay with all of these attached. Now what I did is I have purchased a 1 1/8 inch punch. My 1 inch was too small. I didn't have anything that would work. And I tried this out and it works. They fit perfectly. So I'm going to give this a try. So I'm going to cut this straight at the bottom. Let me just use my paper trimmer here. And I just want to make this straight. And that will give me about the right length that I want. And then I'm going to cover both sides. So I'm just going to glue paper on here, cut it, and then glue paper on the back. So first of all, let's distress it. Let me find my paper that's hidden under here. I could distress on. Got too many things crowded around me here. Just give this some distressing. Just making sure that anything that would be showing through is covered. Not all of it will show at all, but just going to go ahead and distress the whole piece. That way we don't have any other color popping through. So that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece on. And I'm just going to take it to there. So I'm not going to cover this part because that is going to glue down. So I'm just going to glue this on and then we'll trim it. I find that to be the easiest for me to do. So we'll just add the glue. Again, I'm using art glitter glue. I like it the best. Use whatever you have. And if you don't like steampunk, just grab a different theme. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same thing. I have enjoyed doing this. I like this kit. I think that's what's made it so enjoyable is this kit. Okay, got that covered, so let's trim that. Perfect. Okay, now this part will be glued down, so you won't see it, but you will see this part. So I want to go ahead and cover, and this piece is just perfect. I'm going to go ahead and cover the whole thing with what's left over. Let's make sure we get it right side up. That would be helpful. Okay. Now I think we'll just line up this side. This is my straight side. Press that down, and then we'll give it a trim. If you hear any noise, my husband's outside working. I think he's pressure washing something out there. So now I'm going to go ahead and ink up all the edges now that the paper's on here again. That. And let's do the other side as well. Okay, I'm going to let this dry a little bit before I punch any of the holes. So this is what is going to end up going right here, and it'll be like a flip up. So that's why we're going to see this part. Okay, and I'm winging this. I have not done this before, so I'm just kind of winging it, and we're just going to figure it out together. So my thought is, let me remove some of this and get rid of some of this. My thought is I have some gears here that I want to put inside these little plastic coin holders. I'm not going to use all of them. So I think I'm going to just try them out. So this one fits perfectly, and I like the coloring. And then I have some copper here. Maybe we put a smaller one inside so that they kind of move around. I'm okay with that. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking of doing. But before I do all that, first thing I want to do is I want to open these all up and turn them over face down. So the opening, the inside part is face down. And I want to add a little bit of alcohol ink. Oh, they're not always the easiest to open. I had to figure this out. It took me a while to figure out exactly how they opened. There is a little tiny notch in here. Once you find it, it will open a lot easier. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I want to do some embossing on these, but I want to also do some alcohol ink on those. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to grab all the items to do that, and that's what we're going to do next. So I'll be right back. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and alcohol ink these. I'm going to use Ranger Tim Holtz alcohol ink, and this is ginger. I think it's a little darker than the latte I had. So just want to add some on here, and then we'll move it around. This. Whatever your desired look is. Just kind of want it to look a little bit grungy. I'll just keep adding until I'm happy. Beauty about all this is that it dries so quickly. I'm liking that. Okay, so I think I have a path now. So I'll just keep doing this until they're all what I like. Love the alcohol ink. It's so easy to use. And you get a desired look. Pretty much whatever you're looking for, you can pretty much get. Just keep adding it until you're happy. Whatever you like. And since steampunk is really kind of, in the most part, pretty grungy, I like to kind of have everything kind of go together. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Maybe a little bit more there. I like some of the lines that it makes. So I want to kind of capture that on some of these others that don't have it. There we go. Maybe this one. You see what I mean? It's kind of making those little marks, and I like that as a grunginess. Maybe that's not what you like, and that's okay. You do it the way you would like it. What makes you happy? All right, let me just move this over so we can see it. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to turn these over put them over to the side and just let them dry. So this is what we have so far. Okay. And next, let me set those there. I want to do some embossing. So on these, I would like to add some embossing powder, especially on these ones that are silver, but I want to have them all look pretty much the same. And the embossing powder I'm using, this is called Timber. It's Sparkles and Sprinkles. I got this at a craft show, so I'm not sure. You can probably find it online, but that's what I'm going to use to give it a little bit more of a grungy look. And then I've got this one out, but I think I want to use my smaller one. There we go. I'm going to use the smaller Versamark. And I'm just going to dip them in here and cover them as best as I can with the embossing powder. I mean the Versamark. And we'll see how well they do on one coat. We may do two. We'll see how it comes out. I love using this embossing powder that I'm using. I've used it on a few other projects. I have a video out there of a journal that I made where I put a clock face on the front, and I used some of this on some of the gears as well for that one. Okay, so let me go ahead and put some on here. Cover them good. And we'll see how they look before we heat them up. Okay. Now I need my tweezers. And I'm just going to kind of make sure they're covered. Set them off to the side. Let's see. Ooh, I like it. Okay. May just need to do one coat. Not sure. We'll see. I'm liking it. I want to make sure that they're covered good though. Okay. Another one. And, oh, there's one. They're hard to see. Kind of hidden in here now. I think I got one over here. I'll roll that in that a little bit more. Had the tweezer on that wrong. Let me just do that again. May have to do that one over. And then I have a big one here. Oops. Is that it? Okay, I'm going to slide these onto this other paper. And then put this away. And you can use any embossing powder, whatever you have. You don't need to have this kind or this color. Just whatever you have that you can use that you like. All right. Let's heat it up. I love the way when this embossing powder really starts to melt, it really looks cool. So I'm anxious to see how these look when they're done. Looking good so far. Some of them have quite a bit on there, so it's going to take just a little bit longer to melt. But once it goes pretty quickly. Some of these intricate ones here, like this one and this one, really look amazing. I'll show them to you after they cool off. Just want to make sure you get them all melted. You usually know when it's done when it becomes kind of shiny. And that's what this does. It does become shiny. I'm not sure about this one yet because it's so intricate. I want to make sure that it's melted. It's looking better. And this one too. All the detail in there. I want to make sure that it's melted good. Do this a little while longer. Almost done. I think it's finally melting. Let me get this one more time. Just took a little longer. They're so detailed, some of them. Just want to make sure they're done. Oh yeah, they're looking really cool. Let me just hold this up so you can see. They look really cool. Okay, so we're going to let those dry now and cool off. And let's go back to our piece that we're working on. I think I kind of warmed my mat up a little bit. That's okay. Okay, so let me grab my piece. And now I want to punch the holes. So I am going to open this up and I want to put 4 holes in. So I'm just going to kind of line it up. And the way I'm lining it up is I'm just lining it up right here on the edge and then punch. And I'm going to do the same thing and line it up right there next to this one. So like that. That helps. And punch. It's a lot stronger with all the extra paper. And same thing. And then our last one. Okay. So now we've got our four holes. And it's not exactly in the center, but I'm okay with that. You know, not everything has to be exactly perfect. Okay, so let's see. Our pieces are dry. So there's a top and a bottom. So the top is a little bit thinner than the bottom. So I want to make sure I get them matched up like that. Okay, so let's see how this is going to work. So I want to use the bottom piece and I want to insert that into the hole. And it does fit snugly like that. So you'll see it kind of coming through right there. So I'm going to do that and put all of the bottoms in, just like that. There is kind of a rim there, so that's catching it. If you're unsure, by all means, add a little bit of glue. So far, I think I'm okay. Looks like it's going to work. And let's put the last one in. Okay. So we've got that now. Now, let's see, we should have our other pieces. Should be cool now. So let's take this one and let's put it in there and then snap the top on. Now we may have to add a little bit of glue. And I think I will. Because I'm not sure. That one could be just a little bit too thick. In fact, let's just try a different one and see. Let's put this one in here. Okay, that one secures down. So if it doesn't secure down, then I would recommend using just a little bit of glue because I do want to use this piece. So I'm going to just add a tad bit of glue around this edge and it will dry clear. So I'm not worried about that. I just don't want it to come apart and I really want to use that piece. Like it. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that in place for a couple minutes or seconds just to let it grab hold and make sure it stays. And let's see, let's try that one there. And I wanted to have extras just in case something didn't work out. I think what I'll do is I'll clamp that. Use a big clamp and let's just clamp it in place. Probably going to have to do the same thing with this one because it's raised up. Actually, it's a little too high, so let's go with this one. And that one snaps down good. And then let's try a big one and a small one. I don't know if they'll fit right, but we'll just give it a try. Actually, it does. Okay, so this is what we have. We have some gears in there. I'm liking it. I think we're good. I think it's going to stay. If you're not sure or you're unsure, by all means, glue around that outside edge and just let that dry like I'm doing this one. Just to make sure that it's going to fit. Some of these pieces I'll use elsewhere in here. So let's take our lap book, and while this is still drying, we can add this into the top. So let's add some glue here. and then see how you want to have it. Let's see. I think I want to go right, just right below the stitching. Right there. Just like that. Press that in place. Hold that down. And then we have our little coin holders. Okay, I'm liking it. And I still have room to do something else on here, which I do want to do. So my spine right here is a 1/2 inch. So I've got enough room to do something else, but I'm loving this. All right, I'm so glad it worked. Okay, well, I think that's all we're going to do for today. Next time we come back, I would like to start doing some stamping on some of the areas here. I also have a signature that I want to put in that I have gathered some papers on. And I will cut this to size, but the plan is to put it in here. I think I want the holes, so I'm going to probably trim it up here, and then this will go inside here. And in addition to that, I'm going to have some other tag things going in there. Oh, I know one more thing we can do. We can glue this in place, and then I can cover the back also with whatever I decide to put on there. And I want to glue this as a pocket this way. So let's go ahead and we can do that, and then that'll finish out the video for today. So we'll glue it right here on 3 sides. And then glue that in place, about like so. And then there's our flip out. And then we have a pocket. Okay. Now I would like to end the video today, and we will take up on another video next time. I think I lost one of my goodies here. Let's put that guy back in there. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue these. There we go. Okay, so we did this. I would recommend gluing them in. So I am going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue on each of these just to make sure they stay in. But I am liking it. So it is working. And then all the things that we had done previously and the things that I have done off camera. So let me just give you one more look. So we've done this today. I'll cover the back. I've covered all of this and stitched. I just need to stitch here, and then here's our back. So next time we come back, we'll do some more work on this. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go for today. You guys have a great day. We'll see you again next week, and God bless you all. Bye for now.